All right, welcome to another episode from the Chart Reader. So we are continuing our wheat sector review, looking at SNDL. I love calling it Sandal, as well as High Tide. So look, this is a little bit of a depressing video for sure, because obviously you can see it. The charts don't look great. I want to stress how I ended my TLRY video. Look, I'm not here to pretend things are good when they're not. I sincerely hope that's the value you actually find in my videos. Like, I do my best to be unbiased. Obviously, you can kind of tell the stocks I like and don't like, but end of the day, I really let these lines dictate what I say, not my general opinions, all right? So as kind of negative as these next couple minutes are going to be, I sincerely believe it's way better to hear someone say bad things and factually back it than listen to some rah-rah fanboy or fangirl that's just going to tell you it's all good, baby, it's all good, baby, and you're watching it go from 250 all the way down, right? Like, I was for sure optimistic here. I sincerely thought it was going to do good things. We actually broke an important thing. And then, yeah, as we started to struggle, I've been a lot more pessimistic, right? And sadly, that's how it's gone. So just, I sincerely hope you do find the value in that alone, all right? From there, before we get into the technicals, what are we going to do? Same thing we always do, right? We're going to take a look at the daily and the weekly to see how this thing is setting up short term. We have our 5 moving averages. There's only one, but there is a horizontal support and resistance line that I am drawing myself. Actually, I think there's a second one that's a little too close for comfort. Yeah, there's a 41 right there. And then when we're done up here, we'll use the MACD, RSI, and volume as our lower indicators. Hey, really quickly, if you can please like, subscribe, share, comment, anything you can do for the video really does help with the YouTube algorithms. But I swear, just being here and giving me your time is beyond appreciated, all right? So look, let's get into it again. Remember, this 140 line is right there, right? I'm going to just kind of zoom in on the immediate. So, oh man, this is sad. This is rough to look at and it sucks, but there's a lot of technical, like fundamental things that I really always talk about. First and foremost, the 8 and the 20 are no joke. All right, like I'm telling you, I don't talk about these two lines on every single video multiple times a day because I don't think that they're for real. These two lines are your best friends when you're over them, and they are actually your very worst enemies when you're below them. And I mean, you can see it here, right? Like, it sucks. And again, what we generally look for is down, horizontal, and then hopefully up. Unfortunately, we got down, horizontal, and it looks like more down is coming here, right? So, and again, we saw the 140 line. You'll see it a little quicker on the weekly. Once we lose 140, I don't want to say once, if we lose 140, this is going to go deep into all-time lows. I generally believe that, like, you lose 20% every given moment, like you're in all-time lows. You never know when it can happen. And yeah, once you lose 140, if you lose 140, I wouldn't be surprised that it hits 110 really quickly, right? 1414, I'm kind of rounding to 1515, 110. So just be careful here. You gotta watch that 140 line. But look, end of the day, you're under all 5 moving averages. RSI is definitely looking like it wants to keep going lower, and that 30 I know is an oversold number for a lot of stocks, but look at this bad boy. We were at 8 not too long ago, right? MACD is definitely in the negative, and it doesn't really look like it wants to go up anymore. It looks like it wants to go down, and Jesus, like, there's only a couple green sprinkles out of a whole mess of red, right? So not the optimism that we were seeing here. And really, this seems so much like what the TLRY and ACB charts look like on the last video. I don't know if you watched it or not, but those two were bad. This is now the third one. This one is also bad. So when the sector doesn't do well, it's hard for an individual to do well, right? And yeah, maybe one ticker here and there will do okay here and there, but yeah, the general consensus really looks like this sector is heading for a little bit of trouble. So look, I said it on the last video, I'll say it here. Like, I know there's a lot of passionate people that hold this stock. Passion does not pay rent. Passion does not pay the mortgage. Passion does not put dinner on the table, right? Like, this doesn't look good. And I don't know if I would be like praying for the meme army. You know what I mean? So I can't imagine. Like, look at this weekly, right? Like, this has literally been struggle city with the 8. Hasn't even touched the 20 since beginning of the year, right? So I mean, this is an ugly weekly. It really is. And what was this? 15. Damn, we're already lower than Jesus. Maybe this RSI is a little bit on the, but even like look at it. It doesn't even look like it's like wanting to curve yet. It actually looks like it wants to keep going lower, and volume just keeps, I mean, yeah, this is there's definitely not a lot to like here. And again, I'm not going to go too much deeper. If you disagree with anything, let me know. Throw it in the comments, but rough to say the least, all right? So high tide. Okay, a couple things are happening here. The goal, and I actually asked if there were too many lines here. No one said that there were too many lines, so I'm not going to delete anything, all right? But I'm just going to zoom out really quickly to remind anyone that's new. We have two downtrends. One is this line right here that basically starts April of 22. One is this one that starts November of 2001. So these two lines, though they're, they're not that far off. They are two very long downtrends, all right? We definitely look like we couldn't break this one, make a nice run, are able to break this, but we couldn't break this horizontal line. And again, like I know it looks like a little bit of a line overload, but this is what you can do if you have some good lines. Like, yeah, we for sure broke the downtrend. Yeah, we for sure broke some moving averages. But again, a good horizontal line can do some good work, right? And I think that that's what this 137 really did right here, That's a really, really ugly RSI. That screams to me it wants to go down, and that 40 is a relatively high number that has a long way to drop. It wasn't that long ago that this thing was in the 14s, right? So that's super scary. MACD's still positive, but look, this is now the fourth weed stock I'm looking at. TLRY is in all-time lows. ACB is in all-time lows. Sandal, the one I just covered, is basically 10 cents away from all-time. Like, there's a lot to be worried about. And I think the thought of breaking this 155 and like running above all the moving averages is kind of starting to go away a little bit. And look, green can quickly turn to red. And, maybe this catches it around 114. For sure, I would be real scared if I lost 125. I think 125 is an easy place to put like the loss of this trend line. Because again, hit it, broke it, couldn't get over this, right? And now it kind of seems like we might, hopefully we bounce here and go, hey, hopefully we bounce on these two still, right? We actually didn't lose the 20 just yet, but honestly, I think I'm going a little more on the pessimistic side because again, this is the fourth wheat stock. It doesn't look good. I really look at the RSI a little bit more on this stack, especially like when I move my money, I use something else, right? I'm using something I call the one. To me, the RSI, I think I care a little bit more about it than the MACD, but I've definitely seen some times where the MACD matters. So like these two are important together, right? But I'm putting some emphasis there. I am. And hey, we've seen something a little drastic, I guess, before. It didn't go as bad. I think the MACD looked a little better, but again, yeah, I mean, volume looked a little better too. Like, this is scaring me. I am. Honestly, I think I'm putting 114 here. My wife just sneezed in the background. I don't know if you heard that. I'm a little superstitious. If someone sneezes on something, it's actually true. So, yeah, 114, I think, with the wife sneezing in the background. So, look, a lot more depressing of a video than I want to make, but one more time, I'm not here to give you a it's all good when it's all not kind of bullshit, right? There's no other word for it. So, I appreciate your time. Thank you for being here. And yeah, more videos are coming.